Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Ummu Salamah, measure number 1201262 from Group 5. Me and my teammates would like to present our last project that covering a game. So without wasting any time, let's move to our presentation. Product name and briefing.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nurbalkis binti Kasali and my matrix number is 1201404. This game is providing 6 levels. The levels in this game are based on the arrangement in the Iqra book. For example, the first level in this game is Iqra 1 or the first chapter in the Iqra book. This game will be started with level 1, which is the easiest one. The aim of this level is to introduce to the kids about this game and how to play it. In this level, kids will be introduced to all the 29 hijaiyah, which is alif until ya. Every levels in this game will be divided into 2 sections. The first section's name is learning time. In this section, the apps will pronounce the hijaiyah 3 times and the kids will listen and memorize and try to pronounce it. And the kids also will memorize the shape and the sound of the hijaiyah. The second section, named playtime. This is a test section. The kids will find or search the hijaiyah based on the apps asked them. If the kids manage to find the right one, then they will be rewarded by the sound of applause to encourage them to find more hijaiyah. This game will be continued until the last level. Every level the kids pass, they will get the virtual present to congrats them. At the end of the game, the kids should master the Iqra and be prepared to the next level, which is Al-Quran. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Alisa binti Cik Marzuki, number matric 1201395. In this video, I will talk about target and solutions for our apps named My Iqra. Our apps My Iqra purpose for people to learn Iqra. As we know, when we talk about learning Iqra, the first target we focus is kids. Kids nowadays always want something interesting in their life. They also always ignore about learning Iqra, because kids nowadays make more time to play, especially playing games. That's why we make solution for them to more attract with learning Iqra, with make apps with novelty. They learn while playing games. Maybe not all kids will want to learn Iqra, but we trying to attract them with include games in our apps. After that, our system in Malaysia in learning Iqra is learn while being test. Sometimes kids no time to learn properly the hijaiyah. So this app can be used for kids to practice more the hijaiyah before being tested by the teacher. Also, our apps is just free. Don't need internet or pay while using it. My Iqra just need internet when we want to download it. So this will be more easier for kids to learn Iqra in our apps. We also attract kids with 8 different voice when sound need in our apps. Sometimes kids also will bored if they always listen the same voice while learning Iqra. So we hope the solution bring more interest for kids to learn hijaiyah. Although we know kids nowadays just underestimate with Iqra and more paying attention to play games. But we need to find solutions to make kids change their mind about learning Iqra.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Ikhlas binti Ramli, matric number 1201365. My Iqra is created to solve the problem that arise when learning hijaiyah letter. As already mentioned, this application is specifically for students who are in the process of learning Iqra. Why it is needed? This is because this application helps users to pronounce hijaiyah letter with the correct pronunciation. As we all know, for students who are in the process of learning Iqra, the biggest problem is pronunciation. They find it difficult to pronounce this hijaiyah letter with the correct pronunciation. With this application, it will help them. This is because they will be trained to recognize and pronounce the letter effectively in the way that entertain them so that they are attracted to the lesson of the hijaiyah letters.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Izzah binti Muhammad Nasir. My metric number is 1201398 and I will present to you about why people need this app. Point number 2 is this application will give a few tips for the users to master the hijaiyah letters. This application will be provided with some effective tips for the users to master the lessons of hijaiyah letters. The tips are about how to memorize, how to write, and how to differentiate each of hijaiyah letters. And if you want to know, these tips will be told and repeated at each stage to ensure that the users always remember and proficient in the lessons of hijaiyah letters.
My name is Nur Farhan Nabila binti Japri, metric number 1201400. I will continue about the evidence that kids should use my Iqra application. Hijaiyah letters are one of subjects in Islamic education that must be studied by all Muslim students at their early education and at primary level. However, it is also a problem for them in mastering the skills of writing and reading the hijaiyah letters. Most students are weak and confused in locating the hijaiyah letters that connected in forming words. So, the failure of students to master the hijaiyah letters must be concerned to the various parties, especially for their parents and teachers. The first evidence that kids should use my Iqra application is because there are still kids that have difficult to pronounce the hijaiyah letters with the correct pronunciation. This is because they rarely hear the hijaiyah letters, and the factor is because of it is first language, which is Arabic language. Furthermore, with the hijaiyah letters, it can form an Arabic word. That for kids, it is very hard to get used with the language. Besides, Arabic is one of the hardest language in the world. This causes the student to feel it is very difficult to learn about the hijaiyah letters and make them lose the interest to learn the hijaiyah letters. So, from my Iqra application, it can help the kids to pronounce the hijaiyah letters with the correct pronunciation in interesting and fun way.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Arina Wazira binti Azanon. My metric card number 1201377. So, the next evidence is students find it difficult to remember all hijaiyah letters. Students are also weak in remembering all the hijaiyah letters available. This is because there are some letters that are more or less the same shape and cause confusion for students to know the hijaiyah letters. So the last evidence is students find it difficult to write hijaiyah letters perfectly. Students are also find it difficult to write hijaiyah letters. This is because there are hijaiyah letters that have a complex form, make it especially difficult to construct a single sentence. This is also because there are some letters that have a same shape like Jim and Kha, which cause them confused and sometimes it could be misspelled. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Muhammad Amirul Hasif bin Jamim and my number is 1202843. Boys and ladies, I'm pretty sure that you have already heard a lot of information about this application, but it is not perfect. If you haven't heard yet about our next steps for this application. First of all, we want to bring this application to the international stage so that all Muslims around the world can get benefits from this application. I am sure it is not a problem for foreigners to use our application because they can choose whatever language that they want before using or learning from this application. Next, we want to make sure our application will be the choice for teachers to educate their students about hijaiyah letters. As we know, we are living in 2022, which is technology era. Learning from application is not a new thing, it's a common thing nowadays. So teachers should use this application to educate their students about Hijayah letters. I'm sure that they will like it and help them to master Hijayah letters. For more next steps, let's hear from Alin.
The next step for my Iqra apps are firstly testing. Before we launch this new app, namely My Iqra, to the public, we will test it first so that we know any malfunction in this app and whether the app can be successfully downloaded, executed, and interacted with the supporting back-end infrastructure. Secondly is fix and update. After this app is being downloaded and used by many people, feedback will start pouring in as well as complaints. So, to address all the complaints, we will quickly take an action to overcome and fix what is not right with the app, and will always keep the contents updated so that our users do not get bored easily when playing this app.